check out them shoes,
Yeah,
though.
they solid, man. They solid, man.
Where
You
get them
already
from?
know the sneaker twins, man. Global
Word,
Soul,
word.
baby.
So they
Global
got
Soul.
like anything you need.
Yeah, I get all my kicks, man. If you need them, they got them.
Word.
Check it. New gear, new fit.
Check.
All
All I
right, man.
need.
So, how have you handled like this new fame, and what have you noticed that's changed, man, with the new stardom and the new fame? Cause you blowing up, nigga. You got the fish.
Well, I don't know. I feel like a three-piece dark right now. They're frying the shit out of me. And I'm gonna tell you. But you know, from the start of fame, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, God is good first, and second, man, I'm gonna tell you, it's very it's not overwhelming in a bad way, but it's overwhelming in a good way because I asked for this. As many nights I cried and I prayed for this, moment. So it's like now that I got the moment and the ball is in my hand, it's like now I'm ready to, turn the heat up a little bit more. But at the same time, I want to keep giving them what they seen that blew up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Versus trying to give them all of me at one time to keep them confused, and I don't want to do that because I got so much instilled in me that people haven't seen yet. That it's gonna be a time where they're gonna be able to see it, you know what I'm saying? So just be patient, and just right now I'm just working on, hood news and Brenda, Ernie, and Tony right now.
I mean, we all waiting, bro.
So-
We all waiting.
I got a question.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you were ever offered a real news job, would you take it?
Hell no. Nope, I won't take it. And I have been offered, I have by one in my city, they tried to offer me a job, but I couldn't take it for the simple fact, what I was doing was so original, and what I was doing was so unique and brilliant and talented and different, you know what I'm saying? And it was something that the real news people wouldn't do, you know what I'm saying? And some of the stuff that I say out my mouth, they weren't able to say it, and they wish they could have said it. So it was like the news station that I've built, you know what I'm saying? It's like I get to say what I want to say,
Right, so
and
you
it's
did it.
reliable. You see what I'm saying?
So you feel like you already work for a news station, but it's yours. You
Right.
don't own it.
It's like
See,
you know what I'm saying?
that's
Right.
that's when bigger companies come in and basically try to undermine people. And basically, what they were doing was they
Trying to
wanted
box you in, bro.
They wanted
Right.
to box you in, stop what you was doing, and bring in all your viewers and try
Right.
to capitalize off
To offer it, right, and I seen that, so it was like, nah, you ain't gonna get me. You're not gonna trick me. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna tell you. I'm sorry. You gonna do what? Getting ready to do what? To who? Where? When? Why? But it's like I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm sticking to it until that moment. I'm not being arrogant, and I've never been arrogant, and I've never been cocky since I started Hood News, and I don't want people to think that I'm, just, since he done been on BET and he done, did this and did that and been this place, that place, he Hollywood, this, that. No, I'm not that. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. A lot of great opportunities is, coming forth, and, a lot of major doors are opening now, because of that, and I put 4 years hard work in the Hood News. So it's like, I prayed hard, long, hard, and strong, and there's a lot of other people that prayed for me, you know what I'm saying, and wanted to see Hood News going in a better direction. And now that it's going in a better direction, it's giving them, a good uplift and, good laughter, because a lot of people look forward to seeing Hood News on an everyday basis,
When you put that faith and the work in, man, it's always gonna take off.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta have both of them.
Oh, you
Faith
know
and
it.
work. You gotta
Yes,
put
sir.
them both together.
Without faith, there's no works, man.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna tell you, you got to make sure you stay tuned in to Hood News, because you never know what you're gonna get. Might catch a rat fucking a squirrel in a Dorito bag. It's all good shit. It's all good shit. It's all good shit. Might be a little funky, but hell, it's okay.
Say that shit one more time, man.
You might catch, I'm gonna tell you, if you might catch a rat fucking a squirrel in a Dorito bag, but it's all good shit. Okay? It's all good shit.
Hell, yeah.
There's no need to be alarmed, okay?
Well, so I guess we can get into barbershop, beauty shop talk, man.
I want to get into the Nipsey Hussle situation and give everybody a chance to elaborate on what's their thoughts on it. We'll start with you, Robert. What you think, man?
Hey, let's not start with me.
Okay, you got so much to say.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
man, who wants to start it, man? Who wants to start it, man? This floor is open. Any one of y'all want to start it?
I'll take off.
Okay, cool.
Well, my thoughts on Nipsey, you know, I truthfully, I didn't know him until the death of him, which I don't want it to make it seem, you know, sound bad or whatever, but I really, that's just being truthful. But I was very, very shocked of hearing the news and just watching it through social media, how it affected a lot of people.
Right.
And it affected me because I didn't even know him, but just knowing that he was a good brother, you know what I'm saying, and hearing a lot of people talk about him and saying a lot of good things about him, not just seeing it for myself,
Right.
you know, through the internet. Once I Googled him and seeing some of the great things that he did for his community, you know, and he was, I just felt like what he was doing was a great positive thing, you know, and trying to basically somewhat continue the legacy of the doctor guy. I'm not sure. Yes, Sebi. Yeah, you know, which I dug that because not getting off the script of Nipsey, but you know, when I watched because I didn't even know who the doctor guy was either. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I feel like we as humans, we should be educated on that stuff. You know what I'm saying? As well as, you know, history itself. You know, but finding out all of the things that he was capable of doing, you know, and all the stuff that he was curing, and then knowing that, you know, Nipsey Hussle was trying to continue it, you know what I'm saying, and just hearing, you know, all different kind of stories about how his death, you know, about this and this and that. I just have my own outlook of his death, and I just feel like it was just fucked up, period. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Nipsey.
Rest in peace to
And
Nipsey, man.
you know, his family, they got my deepest condolences. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just wouldn't wish bad for nobody. But at the end of the day, it's sad that when you trying to speak positive and not only that, informative information to, you know, the world, which would be hella useful, you know what I'm saying, to the world, for you know, for it to went down the way it did, I felt like it was just it was messed up. But shouts out to Nick Cannon that's wanting to, you know, continue with Nipsey Hussle, you know, the documentary, because I feel like if Nick Cannon started, I feel like if everybody started talking about it, they can't just kill us all.
Right.
They can't kill us all. You feel what I'm saying?
See, I'm glad you said Dave, because that's why I didn't want to start it.
Right.
Because I was waiting for somebody to say Dave.
You feel me? No.
Because everybody knows how I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
I strongly believe it was the government. I mean,
I know for a fact it was the government.
Yeah, I mean, we all know Nipsey was, you know, he was a crook. He was in the game, but he didn't live by them standards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He basically took all his street knowledge, all his book smarts, put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
The man bought a whole a whole strip mall.
Right.
The man bought a whole block, and he all he did was employ. Even under his personal label that he had, nobody recorded for free. None of that. They worked. They worked in the Crenshaw clothing store. Everybody had to work for what he put everybody to work. All he did was uplift the whole community. That's all he did. And then out of nowhere, that happened for no apparent reason.
Right. See, just to piggyback off that, you know, how about the dude, man, Eric Holder, about the lawyer that he has, man. Like a regular dude off the street cannot get that lawyer, man. This dude was a prosecutor for O.J. Simpson.
Right.
Do you guys understand what a prosecutor is?
Yes.
A prosecutor is somebody who will send your ass to jail.
Seen in prison.
Exactly.
For a long time.
So this dude is now his lawyer. So he's playing both sides. This dude's been a prosecutor, and now he's a lawyer. So he's a defense lawyer.
Yeah.
So a regular dude from the hood can't afford no.
Yeah, right.
So
Unless you one of those. Unless you're a dope nigga,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep it
It's
straight.
still a fishy situation because you also got to take into account of He was at home.
Right.
He was at the
He was in his hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like he bought this on the other side of town or nothing like that. He was in his hood,
Right, so-
where everybody knew him. Nobody was beefing with him to the extent to do that.
Right.
And another thing is too, like 3 or 4 days before that, he shot a video with DJ Khaled, and he asked for extra security because he felt like he felt unsafe. You know, he felt unsafe. He asked for extra security, so that is just more to it, man. I just think there's more to it.
It's definitely.
And I don't feel like it's just, not a control, but I just don't feel like I don't feel like it was. And then if you really kind of look at the dynamics of the photos that they supposedly had of his, one of his people out of his hood that they saying that did it, was multiple different pictures floating around social media from the very first picture that the news people was saying that they had, and it was solid, that they so-called say was solid.
Right.
But when one thing about when you tell a lie, you can't go back and tell it again.
That's what me and my brother say.
You know
like,
what I'm saying? So
when we say something, bro, if I give you a story, I'm sticking to it, bro.
Right.
I cannot change on it because the
Right.
moment I put it up in your mind, you're like, oh, this nigga lying.
Right.
Bro, he lying, bro. I gotta stick to my story no matter what.
So I just felt like the tattoos that they were saying
Right.
on him
It's
was like,
not-
it was like, oh man, he had a tattoo, I think it was on his neck right here, and then
The other
the
one-
guy that they got, it was like a tattoo
From
right here.
Then like the
So I'm
actual,
like,
the actual incident itself just doesn't sound right because let's be honest.
He was
He's-
too open.
he's-
Like,
let's be real. We all know, like I said, Nipsey Gang Bang. You know his boys are there. Everybody in the strip now, everybody there, like literally just messes with him to that extent. Like everybody there is family. I know at least one person had a pistol on him. So how was the man that so happened to kill him, shot at him, came
nobody
back,
retaliated.
shot again,
Yeah.
actually had enough time to run up, kick him in the head, all this, blah blah blah, and still got away?
And then the driver, they're not even taking her
I'm
to jail.
sorry, but if somebody come in right now shooting at one of y'all, even
I
if
got
I ain't got
you.
a
I'ma
gun,
just be
if he
real.
get close enough to kick you in the head, we about to choke him.
I'm gonna just be real.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like.
But you know what I'm saying?
But just like
But
you said,
I'm saying if we don't have a gun,
he's a conspiracy type person, and I feel like I feel you on that, and I really feel deep down inside the video that they released is not the real video.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna just be real with
I
y'all.
got
That's
two
not a
words.
real video.
White
That's just some shit that they put out. See, it was well planned before they did that shit. The government is fucked up, but I'm just gonna tell you, they did all of this and they planned it all. You know what I'm saying?
Right, sure.
And the news, they don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they only trying to catch stories to make money. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like whatever information they get a hold of that they feel like is solid, they're gonna go ahead and air it.
Yeah.
Because what they
But
job is to
then-
do, create storylines, right?
That's right.
They get paid for creating
Create
storylines. They have to create a
And see,
storyline.
and that's another thing with hood news. That's why I said with me, it's like I'm not creating no storyline. I'm just out here giving you this shit raw and uncut and unadulterated. Why it's going on right here, right now. This ain't no live, no recorded segment. I used to just sit up there and go live the whole time, just talk about the scene and, kind of respond to some of the people in the comments and kind of like let them know like what's going on, but not actually speaking on it, who did what, but we live right here, this was going on, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I just feel like on that story with Nipsey, it's just, man, there's a lot of covering up going on, there's a bunch of lies that's going on, and eventually the truth is gonna come out.
It'll take some years. but
And
it's gonna
it
come out.
might take some years, and from now, you know what I'm saying? Just like the O.J. Simpson case.
Oh yeah, that shit.
O.J. did it, but hell, everybody know O.J. did it. You
Right,
know what I'm
of
saying?
course.
Like everybody know he did it, and then here come years down the line, they still saying he did it, and they got the proof he did it. But fuck it, it's years down the line. It's not the what is it called?
Statute of limitations.
Yeah, statute of limitations. You know what I'm
There's no
saying?
jeopardy. You
And
can't get
yeah,
charged.
so it's like they know what they be doing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the government just did a lot of covering up and putting that fake video out there to let people feel like that's what happened.
What we gotta understand is that a conspiracy is just something that's basically not believed among the masses of people.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Right.
That's all a conspiracy is.
Yeah.
Don't mean it's
That
like real.
doesn't
Right,
mean
doesn't
it's
mean
not
it,
real,
right.
but it's just not believed among
Right.
the masses of people. And man, my feelings and my thoughts about Nipsey, man, you know, rest in peace to him, man. Condolences goes out to his family, Laura, London, all of them, man. I couldn't imagine like how they feel right now, but my thing is, man, is that he was such a good dude, and he was powerful. And I didn't listen to his music, but it affected me in a way because I look at me and my brother, and that's the same thing that we're trying to do here in our community.
Right.
You know, we're trying to uplift our community, you know, and we get the hate from our community. We get the people around here that don't believe in what we're doing too. So I think us as a people, man, we got to fix what's going on right here first.
Right.
Before we can go do anything else and we can be in an uproar about anything else, we got to be in an uproar about what's going on here first, man. The black on black crime, the you know, the killing each other, man. You know, and me and my brother
Within the communities.
within the communities, yeah, within all the communities,
All the communities,
especially
yeah.
from Macon all the way back down to Savannah. Like, what can we do as a people to uplift these kids and let them know, hey man, you can be something different than a rapper, a basketball player. How about being an entrepreneur? It ain't nothing wrong with being an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? You can make it, man. You can make money, and you can have a successful career without being a rapper or an entertainer or a basketball player. You know, there's other things that you can do as well too. And that's what it's all about. And that's what Nipsey was all about, uplifting his people around him. He had his store in his own community. Like, bro, to get the support from your community, that's very, very
That's
big. 'Cause
major.
you very seldom see anybody make it in their community, unless they go away first and then they come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's very seldom that you see somebody that makes it in their community. So man, that big ups to him, man. And it affects me because that's exactly what me and my brother trying to do here. I mean, we could have been packed this shit up and just went to Atlanta and opened another store, but we see the vision in this place. For some reason, it's something holding us on to this
Yeah,
place.
that's real.
And, you know,
I respect that because
Yeah.
I look at myself, for example. It was like I had many days where I could have said, you know, and I have said it about my own line of work. I used to say, fuck hood news. I used to have days where I used to say, I don't want to do this shit no more, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck it. But you know what? It was the people that made me keep going. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly,
It was the just seeing how somewhat of the Red Cross help and all of that bullshit that we had when we had Hurricane Irma that came through and fucked us up pretty bad.
Yeah.
When we had that going on, you know what I'm saying? I let God use me then. I just, you know, went what I knew, you know. I just didn't give up and said F it because I felt like my community needed some help.
Right.
I felt like not just because they was here posted in different areas. A lot of people ain't got transportation. A lot of people can't make it in there. I remember one time they used to knock on doors, door by door, and make sure people was right, make sure the elderly okay, make sure a tree ain't fell in the head and across the head or nothing, you know? It's like now it's like they don't give a fuck, you know? It's like, so I just took it upon myself and just, you know, hey, y'all, you in good standards, hey, you know, let's give back, you know? If
Right.
your light's still on and you can go in there and watch TV and all that, and you go in your cabinet, find some of them canned goods you ain't touched yet or you ain't gonna mess with, send them out here, a bottle of water, it don't matter. Pampers, wipes, it don't matter. And I, you know, gave back, man. So it's like, when it comes down to the community, I'm all about that and trying to find different ways to try to keep it, you know, on a non-violent note, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I got, like I said, I got something going on that I'm putting together for everybody to look forward to, and I want to try to involve the youth because that's where it started at.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know?
For sure.
And just putting it out there, but y'all will hear more about it. It's going to be called The Kids News at 6,
Okay.
and that's going to feature the youth.
Let's go. Let's go.
I feel like with the Nipsey Hussle situation, honestly, none of us know what truly happened.
Right.
The only people who know what truly happened were the ones that were there
Right.
in that parking lot.
Right.
But the government was able to make a plan that was so believable about somebody from his own hood doing what he did because of that whole theory of, you know, crabs in the barrel. Like, don't nobody from your hood want to see you doing good.
Right.
So it's easy for them to be like, all right, we can hire somebody and be like, yo, this somebody out of his own set.
Right.
This somebody that he knows or whatever. This somebody out of the hood right over there by Crenshaw, you know, that undid this because of how us and our people done did each other for so long.
Right.
I mean, it's believable.
Right.
It's easy. It's the easiest thing, and I mean, to cover our asses, put it on them.
Right.
They be doing stuff to each other all the time, anyways.
Right.
So it wouldn't be out of the normal for somebody, you
To
know what
do
I'm saying,
that, right.
out of his own hood to do that to him.
That's a good ass
It doesn't
perspective,
really,
man.
it doesn't really draw a red flag,
Right.
unless you know what's really going on out here.
Right.
So I mean, it's definitely a messed up situation, but they're using us as leverage for them
Right.
based on our history and what we've been doing to each other for so long.
Damn.
And it all falls back on us. We got to change us.
Right. That shit.
And we as the people, we are all, you know, in a way, we sometimes get blind to the fact of some of the stuff that goes on because we get blindsided with some of the foolishness, like, okay, you know, Nipsey Hussle situation, but then it's like, you know, like I said, once again, all respect to Nipsey Hussle, and you know, but it's like, and after that happened to him, it's like, you know, we still have to try to fight for justice for that as the people to get an understanding on what really happened. But then it's like reality is still going on too.
Around us, right.
Look at the president, you know what I'm saying? We got a president that ain't right, that's treating us fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And that's got us in a rut. But we not feeling it as the people right now until shit really hit the fan, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
as we as the people, we should be a little smarter and try to, you know, come together as one, you know what I'm saying? Because we as the people, until we come together as one, we're gonna be this far apart.
Shit, yeah, man. It's kind of like, it goes back to kind of like that Willie Lynch thing. And we're coming to you next, part of B. It's kind of like that Willie Lynch thing where like he wrote that damn letter and it was like, you
It
know,
was
you
like
take
the
your
1800s,
strongest,
bro.
yeah, like you take your strongest nigga,
Yeah.
you put him in front, you kill him in front of everybody.
Right.
It's gonna cause an uproar, and you know it's gonna
Create fear.
Create
Right.
fear. It's gonna create fear. It's gonna cause people to be confused and ask questions, and shit. The whole time we in the background doing whatever the fuck we want to do. So
Right.
what else are they planning now? You know what I'm saying? So we got to keep our minds open. We got to keep our eyes open. We got to take care of our families, but not only take care of our families, take care of all the people that we can and we can touch. Because you don't never know, man. You might say 2 words to somebody and it touch them and they change their life around just like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to be aware of, man. Who the people that we can touch, other than the people that we can save, you know, save them. So,
Yeah, because it ain't all about just like what can I do for you in a monetary setting. I can give you some knowledge that can change your life forever.
right.
But money, that shit come and go.
Right.
Money is just, money is money. But the most valuable thing that I can give you
It's
is some knowledge, because you can keep that forever.
Right,
Right.
exactly. So, you bro?
Okay,
I was just
Nipsey
surprised.
on this.
Yeah, we on this.
Yeah, with the Nipsey situation, bro, like, it definitely hit me because I probably got on Nipsey probably like the end of 2017, probably like right before his first album.
Okay.
And prior to, like, my partner, they tried to put me on them or whatever, but like my partners who were trying to put me on them, they was Crips, gangbang, so I'm thinking like, oh, that's why y'all rock with them. Like, bro, I don't really hear no gangbang music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I finally did listen to him and hear what he was talking about, I probably listened to him like every day, every single. You know what I mean? Probably like last year, he probably like the soundtrack for my life. You know what I mean? Like everything he was talking about, like I bought a house last year. That shit got me through it, you know what I mean? The shit he was talking about, 'cause that shit ain't easy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I was selling clothes, like same thing y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? I seen the shit he was doing, exactly what y'all was saying. Like, man, I seen that situation, so I know the shit can happen. But last week was like a long week for me. You know what I mean? So I listen to him every day. It probably like the Nipsey interview I ain't watched. You know what I mean? Like, it was going on like daily for me before he passed away.
So I got a question. So you feel like that just took a real, you know, as you being a following of him, or not just a follower, just a fan of him, you know what I'm saying? So that just put that. How did that make you feel as a human? Just to hear that news of the death of him.
Like it was a family member. And then, you know, with this conspiracy thing, like I ain't even participate because I was so hit. Like I couldn't believe he was gone. So I don't care what it was. I know he ain't hit no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even over that yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I ain't really care. But I mean, I kind of think, you know what I'm saying? It did something to it
had low,
because
right?
Yeah.
he had too much respect for
Right.
anybody that just come do that. Like he pretty much was like a made man. And like, bro, you don't touch him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who gave you that call? You know what I'm saying?
It's like the hood make
Right.
Like straight up. So I know it's something fishy to it, but I ain't killed. I was like, bro, he gone, and I feel some type of way about it. You know what I mean? Like it took me a minute to even start back. Mind you, I'm listening to him every day.
Right.
It took me a minute to even start back listening to him after that. You know, so y'all on my timeline, I was just, you know.
And I know how hard that must be, cause like you, if not the biggest DJ in the city. So,
Fact.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Fact.
I know how hard that shit make.
You know, and I ain't gonna lie, like I pretty much probably didn't play him that much here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what's going on here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people are hip to him, some people not, but when I leave the club, that's what playing in my car.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Every time when I'm on the way to work, that's what playing in my car. So that's where I was with it. You know what I mean? I don't listen to our club music in my car. I listen to, you know what I'm saying, shit that motivated.
Right.
Shit that what it is.
And although people grieving, you know, are hurt by the situation, we must not allow that to be a distraction from what's really going on.
Right.
Because these events are, and it really sucks. It's terrible that a life has to be lost for these distractions out here in the public. But these are nothing but distractions out here to get our mind off of what's really going on, the underlying issue.
And just like you said too, it's like, and for the folks too though, it's like just like what he said. Don't let, you know. And once again, all due respect, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle again. You know, and it's sad, you know, that it takes for something like this to happen. For, you know, not just everybody to come together, but for everybody to want to try to feel like, oh man, I need to change. We need to change. We need to try to come together. And it's fucked up that it had to happen to Nipsey Hussle for everybody to say, oh man, now we need to try to figure out something, man. Oh, we need to come together. It's like, nah, come on. What about Martin Luther King when he been saying,
Right.
come on, let's cut the bullshit out. Like, come on, like, and it's like, now that we lost somebody that was a heavy hit in the game, you know what I'm saying, that was well respected, you know, it hurt a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Even when Martin Luther King died, back when people, you know, Martin Luther King was like the Nipsey Hussle back then, you know what I'm saying? So it was like when he died, that shocked the world. When Rosa Parks died, that shocked the world, because these are all legends that was trying to pave the way for us. Nipsey Hussle was doing the same thing, trying to pave the way for people in his city and people, you know, in his area, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, look at the dynamics of all of that, you know what I'm saying? Every time that one of those legends failed, you know what I'm saying, everybody tried to be on some, oh, we need to come together, we need to come together, but when is it ever gonna be a time where everybody really gonna come together? When the fucking World War come on, go down, you know what I'm saying?
And I
Like,
just don't want it to
you know
get
what I'm
to
saying?
that.
Like,
I just don't
and
want it to get
I
to
hate for it to get to that, but come on, man, we all got to get, we got to wisen up. We got to be a little bit more smarter and sharper. You know what I'm saying? Because
For one, it was just pure disrespect. Two, it was horrible timing. Like in all, it was just
The most disrespectful part of it is, to me, is you got his music playing in the background and you saying it around your homeboy. I really wouldn't have a problem with it if you just said it alone by yourself. But you clout chasing, bro. You actually trying to gain clout with this man's name. That's a
distractions
disrespect.
that come along with it.
Yes.
That's what distractions.
And not only that, I feel like it was very, very disrespectful, because let me tell you something. I felt like it was more disrespectful because you wanted the whole fucking world to know.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Your thoughts and how you feel about the whole thing. Well, really, you couldn't have just like we doing, you know, just regular, just no phone recording or nothing. You just conversating with your partners or whatever. But nah, you had to go live with it and talk shit with it, and it was fucked up. And all respect to T.I. You know what I'm saying?
just
I felt
tarnishes his
T.I.
own
on
career.
all that.
That tarnishes his own career because you got certain DJs Like that.
Right.
You ain't gonna get no play now. You got
Right.
something.
Yeah,
Because like you gonna kind of shy away from him a little bit, right?
But
Somebody asked me,
and that's a question, yeah, to you.
am I still playing Kodak?
Right.
I mean, you know, it's hard when people ask for it. You know, me, like, I'm probably not gonna play it.
Right.
Like, on my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
But like, if somebody requests it,
Somebody
you might
requests
throw it in the mix. But you're not gonna just be like, all right, I'm gonna throw Kodak.
And I like Kodak. I did. I like the album and everything, but you know, it was just disrespectful. Especially to like one of my favorite artists.
And
you know
then,
what I mean?
another, he took it to another level of disrespect when T.I. and everybody called him out on it. And then he tried to be funny and drop another live video talking smack. Then he was
Yeah,
like,
they say
and
he
I'm put on
tried
this
to even-
Crenshaw blue shirt. Like,
And they
you
say
doing
he
too
even
much.
it was like he even the word that T.I. used, he was trying to look it up. Expeditiously. Yeah, he tried to look.
T.I. kind of threw it in there real slick.
But no, I feel like he didn't really slide it in because it was like anybody know T.I. They know that's his how he talk. That's his lingo. You know, and he real swift with it. And when I seen it, I was like, you know, and he was like, and my man, you need to go and fix that expeditiously. I was like, oh shit, this nigga just said, now let me go and Google that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he fucked me up. I had to go and Google it myself. You know what I'm saying? And then come find out, you know, Kodak did the same thing, but the whole moral of the thing, you know, of what he was saying, I just feel like it was just disrespectful to the utmost, and I feel like, you know, that's a prime example to any artist out there. You know, don't make those mistakes. And if that's the way you feel about somebody, just keep that to yourself. You don't have to expose that to the world, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you something. The tongue is the most powerful thing. You understand me? The tongue is the most powerful thing, and I'm a firm believer of God. And one thing I know, boy, you a suffer. And you'll eat up everything you said. So with that being said, Kodak, watch what you say, my boy. And then, you know what I'm saying? I know you in the streets too, but you got a lot of other street niggas too that's killers.
Man, being a Kodak fan, like, I'm definitely.
And I'm a fan of him too, but he really
We all fans, bro.
He really just disappointed me. Like, when he said that, I was like, oh shit, Kodak, I don't believe you just said that.
I only seen the video
when he
once.
said it.
I heard it a couple times. I don't know if it's like he was like, "Hey, record this shit. I'm finna goddamn let y'all know how I feel about this," or if it was just something.
No, I don't think he was on it like that.
I don't know.
But you can't tell me he didn't know he was lying though.
I mean,
He knew, but the way I look
can't
at
say you knew. I can't say that he knew or didn't know. Yes, it's disrespectful, but I don't think like the backlash he got on that was so much necessary. And I know my opinion is biased because I'm a fan. I got every album, every mixtape,
Yeah.
you know, Project Baby, you know. I mean, but you just gotta be careful out here, man.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
You gotta be careful.
yeah.
He just
And I love that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's even with me. Like that's even with me. I have to be careful of certain things that I say. I can't just go on Hood News and just say all kind of things. And him as a DJ, you can't just, you know, go in there and play all kind of explicit stuff, you know, because you know, you do have sensitive ears out here, you know what I'm saying? So,
You gotta be careful.
you know,
what you say.
and not just sensitive ears, you know, you just have certain things, you know, like Mama say, hell, you know what to say and what not to say. You better not tell the people at the school I smoke fucking weed. Goddamn, in your life tonight.
Hey man, you know, Mama always said, you never know who's watching.
Yeah, I'm
you gotta
telling
watch. You gotta watch what the fuck you
I'm
say.
telling you,
More
got
nowadays,
to.
it's technology.
And you never know who know who. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And it's always that one person just waiting around, just listening, waiting for you to fuck up.
Come on.
Because the moment you fuck up,
They coming
we
through.
got you.
Yeah.
We got you.
Man, and we see that shit every day. Man, I let all kind of shit go. I let it go. Then finally I just get tired of shit. Then I come out. And then I get a message from somebody. Oh, come on.
And take
man,
that
you
shit
should've
down,
said
right?
that shit.
Take
You
that
gotta
shit
take it
down.
Yeah.
Take that shit down now, bro, because you're going to fuck up your
But
mind.
with people like that, I feel like the ones who seen you getting all those comments to lead you up to that boiling point, they should go in and step in and say something
Right, because that's
before.
Yeah.
But they say something to you.
And then too, you have to think about it too though. You got in this day and time, it's no with this. See, I'm 26. I'm sorry, I'm not 26. I'm 27. I'll be 28 on August 26th. But man, I'm gonna tell you, my era of, you know, people that grew up in my area in the 90s, they have a whole some of them have a whole fucked up way of thinking,
Yeah, they do.
and it's sad. And then, like people say, you got people that do a lot of dick riding, and a lot of people that just want to be up under you just because of what you got going on, and they will ride with whatever you got going on and ride with whatever you say. So I felt like with those guys at that moment, forgive them all because they didn't know no better.
Right,
But
right.
at the end of the day, I know somebody out of that whole bunch had to have some kind of heart, and probably didn't even want to just say it to him because they already know he the type of person he is. That he probably snap on him, want to shoot him or do whatever. Ain't no telling what his attitude is. But it's sad on his end. But then you have to think about it. Everybody's not capable of really just standing up and
That's
being
right, 'cause
a man and just saying it like, hey man, I fuck with you, man, but
That's fucked up.
that shit, even if you were saying it in a plain way, and it was a disrespectful moment with like Nipsey Hussle, but even if one of his friends just kind of came at him in a plain way, like, hey,
Accountability,
man,
bro.
it's
Gotta
kind of
hold these niggas accountable, man.
like,
Accountability,
damn, that
right?
was
Yeah.
kind of fucked up,
Yeah.
boy.
Accountability, right? That's what
Yeah,
that's
you
what
know.
you gotta. Everybody need that one person that hold them accountable.
Right.
And T.I. tried to do that. Tank, big shouts out to Tank, man. He tried to step in and he came at him in a respectful manner. But Kodak, man, he on that kind of shit that he don't want to hear nobody, man. But man, all of us have been young and dumb. We
Yeah.
don't want to listen,
Yeah.
It's been times when my daddy told me not to do something, I did the shit, and then
Well,
when it went wrong,
I tell you,
shit,
but I'm gonna tell you too, though, and I'm not gonna just. We in a day and time in this world where you got to get your shit together and get it together quick. And you have to watch what you say and watch what you say quick. And if you say whatever you said that was fucked up, you got to go and fix that shit expeditiously. Expeditiously. Like T.I. said, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's consequences and repercussions, if you will, behind that shit. Okay.
All right, man. So, hey, man, it's been fun having you on, man. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the wall, man. A wall of fame behind us, man. Let you choose some shoes and pick up some shoes and just tell us.
Real quick before we go to the wall. This is we got to know you, your past, and you went into school on some projects you got coming up. But there's one question we ask every guest on the show: what is your all-time favorite sneaker? Like, and why? Like, why is that a must-have in your collection?
Oh yeah, for sure.
A must-have in my collection, and a lot of people might be like, well, why he choose that? I'm not too much of a Jordan fan like that, but I am a true fan of Nike. Like, that's one brand I love, you know what I'm saying, Nike. And most preferably 95s, Air Max 95s. And the reason why I say Air Max 95s because I had an incident a long while back, and I gave them a name. I called them Dope Runners.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I called them Dope Runners. And the reason why I called them that is because I had to run from the police one day and I actually got away. And I was like, oh shit, like goddamn, like these shits is some dope runners. So I'm like, 95s, man, it saved my life.
That's dope, man.
So
That's
95, that's like one shoe I love, man. Like
Dope, man. Hey, man, so we all gonna get up. Let's go, man.
All right, it's Hood News, and we're live right here at Global Soul, and I'm gonna tell you guys, here's the wall of shoes right here down at the Global Soul, but these here are the ones here, the Jordans, and I'm gonna tell you these here are pretty bad. These are in high demand, and I'm gonna tell you guys, I might even get me a pair before I leave here, but I'm gonna tell you guys, this is one good shoe here. It takes a little while for you guys to get a little bend in it when you put a little wear in it, but these here, I'm gonna tell you, they'll last you a little while, but I'm gonna tell you, once you get that wear in them, you gotta make sure you restore them and get you another pair. Come on down to Global Soul. I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna put you in the game, buddy.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I'll go ahead and go next, man. I'm definitely gonna go with the top 3 ones, man. Hey, this shoe right here, man. As you guys know, is one of the best shoes of all time. It is the Breds, the Royals, and the Chicago's mixed up. So hey man, top 3 ones. Global Soul has them. Come with us, man.
All right, man. I'm gonna roll with the 72 and 10s. You know, they got the Stitch 23. This was the first Jordan to put the Stitch 23 in the back. This shoe is clean, man. So I'm gonna roll with the 72 and 10s, man. And the 72 and 10 represents, of course, the 96-97 season. Jordan won the championship. So.
Guess I'm next. And I hate to roll off your back, but I was gonna go with the same thing. Mainly because I'm a big 11 fan, and I slept on these. So these will probably be my next big cop for real. So, all right, baby.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna roll with something different, you know what I mean? I'm rolling with some phone posits, man. I do not own a pair of phone posits. I never bought a pair, but I like these, you know what I mean? What's the name of these?
This is Metallic Red.
Metallic Red. Metallic Red. Might have it, Metallic Red.
Oh yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Man, look, you already know I gotta go with the Soulfly.
Oh, we looking at them too.
Miami Hurricane colorway. Shout out to Dade County 305. You already know what's going on. This shoe right here is ridiculous. I mean, patent leather, Air Jordan 1. Like I said, Hurricane colorway. Got the best state in the United States, and the inside and the insole, the state of Florida.
You must be from Florida.
You know it.
Okay.
He from Miami.
And I heard he said at 305.
Hey man, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I damn sure did, man. Hood News, man, we appreciate you for coming through, man.
Oh, yeah, no
It's
problem.
always
What's
love,
up?
man.
Oh, yeah.
Show.
And I'm
Hey,
gonna
Global
tell you,
Soul, man,
it was
Sneaker
a pleasure.
Twins. Hey man, we all in this thing, man. DJ Partner V, man. Make sure y'all check him out. He's the biggest DJ in this city, man. And this nigga, man, hey, he got you, bro. Come here, man.
Make sure you guys stay tuned because you never know what you're gonna get. I tell you all the time. Might catch that little rat jumping in that Dorito bag. That's right, the wind ain't blowing it. They're humping. But I'm gonna tell you, stay tuned. We might have another segment coming to you guys. You never know what's going on, but make sure you stay tuned with the Hood News and Global Soul. But if you guys ever in need of a pair of shoes, make sure you stop through here, empty out your home account. They gonna take it.
Yes, sir, man. We take it all, man. Food stamps, EBT, all.
EBT, doesn't matter how. Sell them all. The kids will be straight till next month.